Good morning, everyone. I am demetralitALLday of the demetralitALLday channel, otherwise known as Lit Lane, and I'm up early this morning, which I hope is going to be a trend and not a abnormality. I see that YouTube is really the sector and everything is starting so much earlier in the morning. It goes all night, and it's starting way early in the morning. So hey, when in Rome, right? So I was up this morning and I had no intentions of coming and doing this, but I said, why not? I'm up. I went checked out Ronnie Q. Shout out Ronnie Q. I went checked out Honest Row. I see King Roman is on. And I say, you know what, Demetra, before you get started on the mix of everything that you're going to be doing and watching and pursuing, why not do a daily affirmation, right? Like, squeeze some positivity in there. Um, and so that's what I'm doing. So give me 1 second. I'm doing something here in the backstage. So I didn't do the banners and say like and type in the daily affirmation and all that stuff. I just jumped up on here. I haven't read or screened out the affirmation and anything. So we're gonna read it together, okay? Of course, I read the daily affirmations from the book Acts of Faith by Yana Van Zant, daily meditations for people of color, right? So August 26th. No, wrong day. Wrong day, Demetra. Excuse me. Please like the video. All right, so August 6th. Today is, no, it's not August, it's September. Oh, shit. Let me change the title. It's not August 26th. It's not August 6th. It is September, child. September 6th. Let me flip through a month. September 6th. The daily quote, it says, make all your relationships an 8 or better. And that's by John Salunik. I don't know him. Make all your relationships an 8 or better. Good morning, Reese's. So it says, the reading. On a scale where 1 is low and 10 is high, we want to live as close to 10 as possible. We want to give and get the best in our relationships, whether it is whether it is a friendship, love affair, or business relationship. We must not allow mediocrity to be the standard. That's good. When we have no standards, our lives become so crowded with people, demands, and unrealized expectations that we run the risk of losing ourselves. This show is dedicated to you, Mr. William. And 8, because you requested it. An 8 relationship is one where there is mutual support and respect. We can be who we are and know we are accepted on that basis. There are common goals. Even when we disagree on method, we can support the intent. In an 8 relationship, we give for the joy of giving. We share for mutual growth. We give and get complete honesty. We take what we need and do not fail to give back. An 8 relationship is one that we do not work on. It is one we work with and for, striving for better as a mutual benefit. 1 means you don't have it. 6 is just making it. And 8 means you're definitely on the way to the top. Today's affirmation. There is no reason I must settle for less. Oh, y'all, this is good. This is good. I'm about to read it again because this is my first time reading it, with y'all. So let me read it again for clarity. Hold on, let me drink some of this coffee. I hope y'all can't hear me gupping this coffee because I see my little bubble moving. Okay, so let's read this again. This is really good. The quote for today is by John Salunik, and the quote says, make all your relationships an 8 or better. And then what Iana says about that is, on a scale where 1 is low and 10 is high. We want to live as close to 10 as possible. We want to give and get the best in our relationships. Whether it is a friendship, love affair, or business relationship, we must not allow mediocrity to be the standard. That's so good. When we have no standards, our lives become so crowded with people, demands, and unrealized expectations that we run the risk of losing ourselves. Good morning, foot soldier. An 8 relationship is one where there is mutual support and respect. We can be who we are and know we are accepted on that basis. That's good. There are common goals. Even when we disagree on method, we can support the intent. In an 8 relationship, we give for the joy of giving. We share for mutual growth. We give and get complete honesty. We take what we need and do not fail to give back. An 8 relationship is one that we do not work on. It is one we work with and for, striving for better as a mutual benefit. 1 means you don't have it. 6 is just making it. And 8 means you are definitely on the way to the top. Good morning, wild card. Today's affirmation. There is no reason I must settle for less. You know, that is so good. You know what I'm saying? That is so good. It is so, it just makes so much sense, right? Nobody gonna be perfect, so we not gonna just, to have a 10, I will kind of side eye if you just say it's a 10. But if you got a 10 and it's a good 10, that means I know they can be done, right? But an 8 is good. An 8 is good. If I can have a relationship and it be at an 8, that's great. If somebody told me, on a rate, on a level, a scale from 1 to 10, how was my dinner last night? Somebody told me an 8, I would smile and be happy. Good morning, Just Comfort Zone. If somebody told me, hey, if I rate you from 1 to 10 on how you look, I rate you 8, I'll be more than happy, right? So 8 is just pretty much a good rating. And I love how she incorporates like what makes a good relationship. Number 1, the affirmation is there is no reason I must settle for less. And that's absolutely true. It's no reason that I have to settle for less at all. It's no reason that you have to settle for less at all. It's no reason I would even consider settling for less. Now, I have done it in my life, but now that I know better, I do better. And then guess what? In those times in my life when I have taught this, in those times in my life when I would know I was settling for less, I was aware of it, and I thought that's what I deserved. But trust and believe inside my spirit, inside the deepness core of me, I knew I deserved more, I deserved better, and I knew I shouldn't be settling. I knew it. I knew it at the core of my being. That's why I couldn't get comfortable in it. That's why I couldn't lay in it. I can't lay in just settling for something. Right? And that's how it should be in the relationships. Like how Yana said, not just your love affairs, but in your friendships, in your business associations. In all these relationships that I have with people, with things, I don't have to accept less than what I know I deserve. But in order to do that and to have and achieve that type of deal, it got to be reciprocated. A give and take, right? Not just me giving, or taking. A give and take. If I want something from somebody, do I have it to give back to them? If I want trust, if I want to trust somebody, am I trustworthy? If I want honesty from somebody, am I honest? If I want somebody to respect me, am I respecting them? Good morning. Who else saw some? Hey, Winter. Good morning. You ain't late, girl. Good morning, Clem. I love this. I love the way Iana. I say this all the time. I love her turn of words. I love it when she says, whether it is a friendship, love affair, or a business relationship, we must not allow mediocrity to be the standard. We must not allow mediocrity to be the standard. What does that mean, Demetra? I'm glad you asked. To me, it means I can't, I can't say, well, just an example, right? I'm in a new love relationship, right? Romantic relationship. In this new romantic relationship, the man cusses me out every day, belittle me, demeans me. But he do the other little stuff, but I had to take that too. And then I find myself saying, well, at least he don't beat me. The last one beat me. That's mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's a little bit better, just it's still not good enough. I don't. That might have been an extreme example, right? That might have been an extreme example. So maybe I should say, mediocrity. Mediocrity is just being with somebody. For me to be just being with somebody just because to say I'm in a relationship. Good morning, Rockabye, baby. Just to say I'm in a relationship, just so I can say I got a man, just so I can have somebody help me with something here and there, just so I don't have to. That's settling for just average. That's settling for just enough, just enough. It don't matter if they bringing me love. It don't matter if they bringing me no true support. It don't matter, just enough. I don't love them back like that. When I did that live talking about my sons and everything, I was telling you guys that that's something, that I really, for my own self, I like to instill into my kids. Don't settle for mediocrity. Just getting by is not good enough. And me and my aunties and them, sometimes we kind of would bump heads because they say I'm kind of like too hard on I would be too hard or whatever. And I just don't think so, right? So let me give you an example, right? So if my kids make an 87 on the test, right, which is a high B, an 87 at a 90 in Texas, I don't know about how y'all grade scales go. It's an 8. So if my kid made an 87, I would congratulate them on that high B, but I would also instill the fact of, you know what, if you made an 87, you definitely could have made an A. You probably could have made an A had you taken your time and went a little bit slower. You might have would have made that A had you went back through the test and rechecked your answers, right? And hey, you ain't make the A this time, but now you see what you're capable of, and you can definitely make an A on the next one, and you know what you got to do. Don't just settle. Reach higher. Reach higher. And that's in everything, right? And so I also like in this affirmation where it say, I like this right here. This is so important to Demetra. An 8 relationship is one where there is mutual support and respect. We can be who we are and know we are accepted on that basis. That's kind of like, don't love me in spite of me. I don't want nobody to love me in spite of me. Love me because of me. Love me because of me. Accept me because of me, not in spite of me. In spite of me means I'm defected. In spite of me means, you see a lot of flaws and you see a whole lot of stuff and you just willing to deal with all, you willing to settle for something that you obviously find glaring. Don't love me in spite of me. Love me for exactly who I am. If you love me in spite of me, that means you loving me, hoping that you can change me, that I'm going to change, that one day something going to get better. Oh, I'm going to stop doing this. What if nothing ever changed? What if I just stay the same Demetra that you loving in spite of these other things, and the in spite of never change? How much you think you're going to keep loving me? When that's going to wear out? Love me because of who I am. Accept me for who I am. Because that's surely how I'm going to do with you. Whoever it is, I have to love you for who you are and support you in being you. Right? So this is real good, y'all. This is real good. I'm going to read it one more time. Then I'm going to jump off here and let me go ahead and start my day off, restart my day in some positivity. This is excellent. And that's what I'll do whenever I'm up, and I just, I can't promise I'm going to come do it every day, but I will do it when I'm up, okay? Which, you know how they go. September 6th, make all your relationships an 8 or better. On a scale from one, no. On a scale where 1 is low and 10 is high, we want to live as close to 10 as possible. We want to give and get the best in our relationships. Whether it is a friendship, love affair, or business relationship, we must not allow mediocrity to be the standard. When we have no standards, oh yeah, this part was real good too. When we have no standards, our lives become so crowded with people, demands, and unrealized expectations that we run the risk of losing ourselves. Woo. An 8 relationship is one where there is mutual support and respect. We can be who we are and know we are accepted on that basis. There are common goals. Even when we disagree on method, we can support the intent. That's good. In an 8 relationship, we give for the joy of giving. We share for mutual growth. We give and get complete honesty. We take what we need and do not fail to give back. An 8 relationship is one that we do not work on. It is one we work with and for, striving for better as a mutual benefit. 1 means you don't have it. 6 is just making it. And 8 means you are definitely on the way to the top. Today's affirmation: there is no reason I must settle for less. Y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all in these streets. Bye-bye. There is no reason I must settle for less. There is no reason you must settle for less. Be blessed, y'all.